Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Friday Freebie Day. It is Friday Freebie 153. So today I have got this fabulous tag. Now we've got two tags and I've designed it very similar to one that I've done before, which you guys have asked for to bring back. It wasn't a Friday Freebie. It was something else I'm going to show you in a minute, and it's a little bonus I thought I'd give you. And these ones are like aperture, so this tag folds in half, so I've got a bigger one and a smaller one, and then I've got some lovely little circle flowers on here. Now I was going to do you actual flowers, but they really were quite fussy to cut out, so I popped them into little circles. And if you like to fussy cut flowers, you can always cut the flowers out anyway. But if you're not into fussy cutting and you find it quite difficult, then I've just made the circle, so you can either punch them out or cut them out. So this is this one. Now of course my lovely supporters from Ko-fi will get an extra page, which is this one, which is this way up, which is the beautiful cherry blossoms. So this goes lovely. I'm going to show you what I've made with that in a minute, which is beautiful. Loving this. So this is for my Ko-fi supporters. That's the one-offs and the monthly supporters, so you will get that. And the bonus is the Sparkle and Spice. Now I did this as a collaboration, must have been a couple of years ago now, which is lovely. And this is the lovely winter tag that I did, and I popped some little spices inside. Now I couldn't find my ones that I made. I'm not sure whether I gave them away or popped them on some gifts, so I'm not sure, but I don't have one and I don't have the inside bits, but I'm going to link the video down to this. Lots and lots of you have asked me for this, so I'm going to pop this as a little bonus in this week's Friday freebie. So please pop along and get it. And because it's obviously Christmas in July, I thought I would add this one too. So don't forget, pop to the Facebook group, and if you're not on the Facebook group, there is a link down below that you can join, so please do pop over and join the group, and then you can download your lovely Friday freebies. Okay, so this one I'm going to show you what I have done. Now the first thing I want to show you actually is this lovely little booklet I made with the papers. Look at that, it's just a fab little notebook. Now I've printed on the back and the front, and I've just popped a little bit of lace down the spine, and all I've done, I've just stapled it in. Look, just stapled it, and I've got a lovely little notebook. Pop in my bag, pop on my desk, and I just think it's beautiful. So you can embellish that as much as you like, but that is what I've made with the Ko-fi paper. So pop that to the side. Now look at these lovely tags that I've made. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? So I have popped some little rose petals inside like this, but you can pop whatever you like in there. I've just got this, which is flower confetti. Now I got this from Hobbycraft when I was in the UK. It's 10 grams of it in there, and it is lovely. I think it was pretty inexpensive, but you can get all sorts of dried flowers and bits and pieces to pop inside. And I've used some net. Now this is some tulle. Now when I use this, you're not going to be able to see me sort of cut it because it's pretty invisible, but look, all my bits stick to it, but it's fantastic, and that's what I've used to use the netting, and I've sewn around it. So I'm going to show you how to make it. This flower I have cut around, and this is the circle one, and then I've cut around the little flower, and I've just popped it on either side like that, and then I popped a little gem in the middle, and I just think they are gorgeous. So I'm going to show you how to make those today. Now I've got a little pile of things ready here. Now I've cut out the circles. I have cut out, oh, we've got lots more there, let's pop those to the side. I've cut out two here. Now if you don't have anything like this, any petals or any tulle or anything to put in the middle, I've actually popped the little bit bit in the middle which is pink, so I've left it sort of like pink so it matches, and all as you can do is fold them in half, and then we can just pop a little bit of something on there. So you've got a little bit, you can pop a word on there, so I'll make some of those as well. And then these two, what I've done, I've scored around here, just around the edge of these. So I've got my little ruler, I've gone along here, and all I've done, I've just taken that and I've scored down there like that, just all the way around, because it makes it a lot easier to cut out and fold back. Now I'm going to do the big one for you today. So just cut it out nice and neatly, fold it in half. Now when you fold it in half, if you've got little bits on there, just trim it up, okay? So you don't need to worry too much about that. Now where's my scissors? Okay, now I splashed out and I bought myself a set of scissors. Now they were €2.99 for 4 pairs in Aldi, so I couldn't resist. So things are just so expensive, I have to sort of like curb myself from spending anything at the moment, because I've had so many bills and things come out lately, it's just crazy. So, but I splashed out on $2.99 for scissors. So what I'm doing, I'm just cutting a little hole in each. I'm going to take this, now I think I might actually use my other scissors for that. There they are, my little Fiskars ones, because these are quite sharp. Now through the middle you want to just chop to each corner, okay? So make a little hole, you can punch a little hole in there if you want to. I'm just going to cut right to the edge. This goes in right to the edge like that on each one. Now you can get a Stanley knife or a knife and cut it out if you like, but I find this way is a little bit neater and it's less likely to sort of tear as well. So these are beautiful little tags. Now these can go if you've got sort of like summer birthdays and things like that. These are beautiful. Now obviously if you're not into that, you can cut it in half and just have 2 separate tags as well. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to cut just the little section out of the middle like that. So it's really simple. Now I've done these on little envelopes, I think, that we had before, so I've shown you how to do this. Oops, look, I've just cut that down there. Okay, so that's all cut out. So by scoring it, you've got like a little line to bend back like that. So, and it's so much easier to bend back. But like I said, you can, if you're good with a knife, you can cut it out, but I'm not very good with a knife. So I found this way, and then you've got this lovely little rounded edge, and it just finishes it off really nicely like that. Except for, look, I just cut that one, silly Billy. Push that little bit down, round, and then oops, there, like that. So that's perfect. Now I'm just going to get this and just push this back, oops, just so we've got a nice sharp edge like that. So this is a nice one. Take your time and do it, don't rush. Enjoy your crafting. Try not to rush things and get things done too quickly. But look at that, so you've got this fabulous little aperture in there and they fit perfect. So now what we're going to do, we're going to lift these up a little bit and we're going to pop a little bit of glue. Now I have sewn around mine, okay, just to keep that netting in a bit safer, but again, you don't have to. It's not really needed, but I love sewing on my machine, so that's why I do it. So I'm going to just add a little bit of glue around each one. when you're doing things like that, sometimes it's quite nice, just leave that glue just a little bit, just to go a bit tacky, and then it tends to sort of stick just a little bit better, like that. And then around here, put my lid on so we don't dry out. Then we're going to just stick these down like that, push them back and stick them down. Really quite simple. Now I've printed onto 160 GSM paper, so I'm not sure what the equivalent of that is in pounds, but this is a nice, I think it's a nice weight, like that. So there we go, perfect, that's all stuck down nicely. Isn't that nice? Now I'm going to just go around the edge just a tiny bit on here, just with my ink, just to ink that up just a little bit, just to darken that around here. And I'm going to pop that together and we can go around the edge in a minute. So there we go, just darkened that up nicely. Now this bit you probably won't be able to see it very well, but I'm going to take this tool. Now I'm trying to think what else you can use. You could use, if you don't have tool, you could probably use a little bit of sort of like plastic or something to pop in there and pop a little bit, almost like a little shaker card or a shaker tag. So I'm going to just cut this. It probably looks like I'm working with nothing, doesn't it? I'm going to pop that over the top. That's still a little bit too big. It's even difficult for me to see. Now I can't find the other piece. There we go. The invisible tool. Now I'm going to take my 3-in-1 and just, oops, let's just pop a little bit of glue on there. I'm going to pop some glue. Now you want to go quite far up to the edge, like that, so it sticks nicely. Like that. All the way around. Or down there. Where did it go? There we are. And then just stick that over the top of your little aperture, like that. Stick that down. So I don't know whether you can see that. Can you see that little bit of netting on there? Now I've gone lost. I think I've got my fan on and I think it's just blowing away. No, it hasn't. Is it there? Gosh, I'm going to have to cut another piece. I think it's just blown on the floor and there's not a chance that I'm going to be able to see that on my floor. So let's just cut another piece and hang on to this piece. I think I'll put that spare bit over there. Let's just cut a little bit off. Okay, do the same. I'm going to hang on to it. I've got my fan on because again it's so warm in here. And I think sometimes it hits the microphone, doesn't it, on my camera, so it gets a bit funny on there, so I do apologise. Okay, nice bit of glue on there. I'm going to stick that down on the top like that. Now I hope you can see what I'm doing. Lovely. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this upside down because I need to use that as well. I'm going to take some of these little petals. Now again, like I said, you can, let me take that off, you can use whatever you like. Now let's just make sure these aren't going to get blown away. You only need a few and just pop them into the middle. Now you can pick out the nice little red petals. They're just beautiful, aren't they? So you just need a couple in there. Like that. Okay. Pop those in. Now again, with the sparkle and spice ones, I put some cloves, I cut up some orange peel, and popped it in there, and that gives a really beautiful aroma coming out. So they are fantastic little Christmas tags, little spicy smells. Now you can add some sort of like essential oils to these. You could have a nice bit of rose or even lavender. You could put lavender in them, couldn't you? So any sort of like essential oil, or even spray a little bit of your perfume and pop it on the tags if you're going to give it to somebody, because that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Right, so we want glue on all of this, just on there. Oopsie daisy. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this over and squash it down. Look at that, just perfect. Now we have encased our lovely little petals inside there. Look, isn't that just gorgeous? I just love them. Okay, lid on. Now I'm going to pop to the sewing machine quickly, and I'm just going to sew right as close to the edge as I can on here, just around there, to hold these in, and around the outside of this. So I'm going to be 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I have just sewn around the edge, and I just think that looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? Love it. So what we are going to do now, I've got different sizes here, give you a nice little selection. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just ink around the edge of these like that. So I'm going to pop the big one on here. Now again, you can cut them out, it depends how you would like to do it. So I'm going to pop them together. Let's see which way round are they going, like this. So I'm going to pop a little bit of glue. I'm going to just pop the glue on half of it. Oops, come on, out you come. Here we go. A little bit of glue on half, like that. Which way? This one. There we go. Not that it really matters if they're not perfect. So stick that half down, and then we've got that little open bit. So that will just stick on there like that. Now again, you can pop a little hole through there. You can pop a little brad, or you can pop something like a little eyelet through there. You can have a little bit of fabric in there. Shall I pop a little bit? Now I'll tell you what I've got some of this. Now this is the lighter colour from the lovely grapes that I coloured the fabric with. So this is the lighter one, and I thought that would go beautifully with this. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to just pop this on there. I'm going to tuck a little bit of this underneath. So I'm going to use a little bit of the 3-in-1, seeing it's fabricy. So let's just pop a little bit of that under there. Pop some of this under, and then just stick that down. And then we will turn it over and do the same. Where's that other little bit? Here we are. Just tuck it under like that and squeeze that down. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. I just love them. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these, I think, and add it in the corner. Now I am going to just do, take my scissors, I'm going to just fussy cut this little flower out like that, just around the edges. It's quite simple to do, but if you're not a fussy cutter, it's quite daunting if you've got a big pile of flowers to do. But I love to fussy cut, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just go around so it looks like you've got some petals on there. Let's just ink that around the edge, just like that. And then look at that, and we can just stick that into the corner. Oh, well, I won't use that one. I can use my tacky glue on here, can't I? So which way round? Not that it really matters. Absolutely gorgeous. I love them. Love, love, love them. And can you imagine giving somebody one of these and it smells, it's got a beautiful smell coming through there with essential oils. You can pop a little tag, a little thing on there. Let's have one of these. These are nice little shiny ones, aren't they? Let's pop. Oh, and don't forget we can use some stickles as well. Let's pop that on there. Pop that down. Take one of these off. These are supposed to be sort of self-adhesive, but I never really sort of trust them like that. So I like to add a little bit of glue. Look at that. Can you see? I'll do some close-ups at the end of the video, but I think that's just beautiful. So I'm going to pop that one to the side, and I'm going to just show you. That one's got, I've scored around here. Let's do the big one without cutting this out. Okay, and then we don't even have to sew around it. So if you don't sew, I will make one which we don't need to sew. But it's just nice double tag. Actually, what we could do with this one is make a little pocket, couldn't we? On this one. So let's just pop that around there, whichever way you want your pocket to be, in there. So we could glue just the edges and have a little pocket there. That's a good idea. That's what we shall do. Should we do that first before we decorate? Let's just pop this just a little bit around there and along the bottom. Oops. Stick that down like that. Oh, would that fit inside? That might fit inside actually. Let's see. Let's make sure that's stuck. Look at that, you could have that inside as a little tag. And we could put these like that, so we've got something to pull it out with. Oh, I love it. Actually, you could probably do the aperture like that. That one inside would look nice, wouldn't it? But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue this one together. Let's ink around the edge just while this dries a little bit. That's a lovely idea. I'm going to glue all of this together. But again, you can make a pocket in a pocket. There we go. Then I'm going to take these. Should we have these little ones? And these can just sort of like poke out, can't they? And then this bit you could use to just journal on the inside. Love it. Let's just glue the top of that. Pop that on top. Now if you've got little white bits around the edge, you can always ink those. Now we're going to stick that onto there as a little tab. Like that. So a little bit of glue on here. Stick that down. Lovely. And then that can go in there. Oh, that is a good one, isn't it? Look at that. And then you've got that piece to pop out. Love it. Absolutely love it. That was good, wasn't it? Let's just pop that on there. So what should we do for the front of this one? Shall we? Let's ink around here. We'll have the little or shall I fussy cut that? Let me just fussy cut that. How are we doing for time? I think we're good. Let's just do a little bit of fussy cutting on this. Oh, I also took out, I think it was Friday Freebie 134, I believe. I can't remember. I'll have a look in a minute, because that's got the similar colours to it, and it's got some beautiful flowers on there as well. So do check out if in your stash, if you've got 134. Let me just take a look. I don't know what I did with it now. Here we go. This one, 134. That's it. Because look, we've got the little roses, and that would go on there as well, wouldn't it? So they do sort of like mix and match, don't they? So don't forget, all I did was cut out a circle of this one as the base, and then you can pop that on there. Oh, I might actually use these on there. That would look nice. That's what I'm going to do. I will add in that one. Let's pop some of that on there. Should we add a little bit of this? Let's add a little bit of this on the back. Take some of this. Just love the colour of this that came out. So let's stick that on. Pop that over the top. Shall we have a little bit under the... a little bit over the top of here. So again, use up all your little bits and pieces that you've got. All your little bits of fabric, can't they? Can all go on here. Look at that. Love it. I've hidden that a little bit, haven't I? Let's pull a little bit out. Stick that down. Look at that. Beautiful. Now I'm going to stick one of these on. I must remember to put my lid on. I'm going to a little bit of glue on there and take one of these. Pop that on. Look at that. Pop that in, but I think, how far down does that come? If I make a little hole in there, do you think I can make a little hole? I might be able to make a tiny one and still get that in there. Let's just see. Let's get that as close to the top as possible, and I don't think that will interfere with it. No. And I've got a little bit, look at this pink. This works really well as well, doesn't it? Chop a little bit of this off. I think I can get that through that hole. And look, and you've got that little panel at the back to do a little bit of writing, so you can do a to and a from or something, can't you, there? Or a little happy birthday or something like that. Look at that. Well, I didn't expect to make this one. And there we go. Oh, shall I pop a little, shall I pop one of these little things on there? That would look nice. Would you think it's going to get caught? Let's have a look. Let's pop that on there. That looks nice because that gives it a little bit of bling. Just be careful with that while it dries. Beautiful. Look at these. Absolutely gorgeous. So that just slots in there, and then you've got that little tab just to pull it out. You've got some little bits of journaling on there. Fabulous. There we go, guys. So there we are. So we've got these beautiful tags. So again, you can cut the little flowers out, or you don't. You can just cut the circles out. That one I didn't expect to make, but I'm loving it. Don't forget, Ko-fi members and supporters, they're not members, they're supporters, and it really is fantastic to have your support through Ko-fi, because it really does allow me to do the Friday freebies each week and produce these lovely digitals for you. So this is what you're going to get. This is what the Ko-fi members are going to get, supporters, members, and your bonus, which is the Sparkles and Spice. I will link the video to that because it's lovely. It's a fantastic one, and again, because it's Christmas in July, this is a lovely one to bring back. And I'm really, I wish I had a tag to show you because they are fabulous, absolutely gorgeous, and they smelt divine, really Christmassy. So you get this one and you will get this one, so you have 2 this week. Your backing page like that, and this is beautiful. Loving the book. I have, and I just love it. I've printed the back and the front, and doesn't that look gorgeous? This is 160. I printed these on 160, so that's a really nice weight paper. But there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic weekend, and please don't forget, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do press the little bell and subscribe, so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. If you can pop a little heart or a butterfly or a little smiley face under the video, it will be fantastic. It really does help. So thank you so much for joining me. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.